You may have felt some of those bumpy roads while driving around town. Recently, TRIP, a national transportation research group, found 51% of San Diego roads are in poor condition. Here to answer all of our questions about our streets and what's being done to fix them, Kris McFadden, the director for San Diego's Transportation and Stormwater Department. Kris, thanks for being here. You know, we've talked about that study before. Are those numbers accurate?
Well, those numbers, it's important to note, it's for, first of all, San Diego region, and those are highways within the San Diego region. It really doesn't look at most of our neighborhood roads and streets that we have in the city of San Diego.
Okay, and let's go ahead and go back to March. The mayor announced his plans to fix 1,000 miles of road over the next 5 years. So we're about 6 months in. Where do we stand right now?
Well, actually, our fiscal year started in June of last year, and shortly after the mayor took office. Since, just in 1 year alone, we repaired over 200 miles of streets. This fiscal year, which just started a few months ago, we're already on board to exceed that. We're looking at meeting the goal of over 300 miles of roadway repairs just in this year alone, which will definitely help us meet or actually exceed that goal for 1,000 miles in 5 years.
So right now we're on track.
Indeed, we are on track.
And how much money has been spent?
Well, just in the first year alone, we spent over $40 million of funds. We do get funding from multiple sources. A lot of it is from gas tax, which does go back into city roads and streets. And this year, we're actually looking to exceed that $40 million. We're looking at spending closer to $70 million just in this year alone to fix those important roads and streets.
And let's talk about when it comes to fixing which roads. Some believe when it comes to fixing the roads, the more well-to-do areas get more focused on versus some other areas. How do we prioritize this?
Well, we actually have a computer model and a database that really helps us prioritize. And the most important thing we look at is what we call the overall condition index of the street. We measure that every 4 years. And right now we're doing a citywide network assessment of our 2,700 miles of streets. We have 2 vehicles that are actually driving each and every mile of those city streets, doing sophisticated engineering calculations and giving us the actual road index for each and every street. That is our main focus that we look at. What is the condition of that street? We also look to see, is it close to an emergency facility, a school, or a place that we've actually received a lot of complaints. It's also important to note if we do have planned infrastructure improvements like water and wastewater lines, we do coordinate closely with those projects, so we're only going in once in these neighborhoods to fix the roads and all the infrastructure at one time.
Got it. And if people have any questions or they want to report something, where do they go?
Really, if you go to sandiego.gov, there is a button that says Report a Pothole. That right from our main screen, you can actually launches you into our website where you can make any type of complaint from a sidewalk or a pothole or the condition of a city street. That's probably the best way to reach us.
And I talked to you earlier about the map that I guess is supposed to update which streets are being fixed. Right now it's outdated, right?
Yes, what we're doing now is we're really doing more open data in the city. We want to get the information of what we've done and what we're doing out to the public. And within the next few months, we're going to have on that same website, I mentioned at sandiego.gov, a portal that will show you not only the streets that we've done, but the streets that we're going to be doing. So people can really see when is their neighborhood going to get repaired.
Got it. And what is the one thing that you want to tell people who are constantly complaining about some of the issues that they see right in front of their homes, whether it be potholes or crumbling streets?
Well, I think it's important to really use our website or the 619-527-7500 telephone number to inform us of those complaints, because it's very important for us to know that. We do have a lot of engineering detail, but we only do that every 4 years, so it is important for us to get constant feedback from residents on that. But I think if you do drive through the city, and I do every day, it's hard to drive anywhere and not see where there's actually road repairs going on throughout the entire city.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of construction basically everywhere. And anything I missed that you feel is important to add for people who, when it comes to roads, that's one of their top priorities?
I think, well, the mayor has really made the commitment of 1,000 miles in 5 years, but we're also looking to look at the quality of streets. So he set a goal of having an average OCI, overall condition index of city streets, to be good. That's a score of 70. That would be a 15 point score above where we were in 2011. So we are actually on track to meet that goal as well. And so that's going to be the first time the city of San Diego's ever been in that condition before.